got some good insight on just, the way it works and, how you get your foot in the door. And, he's always been a great role model and someone to look up to.
Right. Yeah, you probably have pro aspirations as well. What was that a factor in your decision to come to Clemson based on how many pro players Clemson produces on a regular basis?
Absolutely, yeah. I wanted to come to Clemson because I wanted to compete against the best, and I knew they had the best here. And with all the success that we've had, it's certainly drawn a lot of NFL attention. Guys like Cleveland and Austin getting picked up and going early. It's always good to see those guys have success and live out their dream.
What has this year been like for you, sort of stepping into that lineup and kind of seeing your role expand the way it has?
It's been great. I think I've learned a lot, and the game's kind of slowed down for me as the season's gone on. And I just think I've grown a lot as a player, and mentally and physically.
Were there any challenges in your first few years, kind of waiting your turn, working behind some of those guys?
Absolutely. You come in your true freshman year, and you've got arguably the best defensive line in the history of college football in front of you. But it's also a great opportunity to learn from those guys, which I did, and just great. Focus on technique and learn from guys like Cleveland and Austin. So it's beneficial in both ways.
Is there any part of you that's like, gosh, I really want to get on the field more, or are you kind of like, I understand, I know these guys are as good as they are, that kind of thing?
Right. We got a lot of guys playing this year. We don't have just two sole starters. We're rotating a lot, and I think that's a good, healthy thing. It's keeping guys fresh. It's keeping guys healthy. I think the coaches make the best decisions, and all I can do is show up and give my best every day.
How different was the Logan Rudolph at the start of this season from the one that stepped on campus a few years back?
I think I've grown a lot as a man, and mentally and physically, just knowing how to play college football. Showing up as a high school kid, you just kind of think you can show up and play like you did in high school and everything will be fine, but you really have to prepare in a different way if you're going to compete at the highest level, and I certainly have learned a lot.
Did